Hey, how's it going, Taurus? Welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. What's up? So guys, it's time for April mid-month reading, and the mid-month is when I use the Starman tarot card deck combined with the StarGuide reading. So I think this is a really powerful combination, and I particularly love this deck, Starman, because it was inspired by David Bowie, and he also collaborated on the artwork. And the StarGuide reading, it really calls in your guides to help look at your present situation and how to sort of work out any conflict you might be having in your life. So I hope you really enjoy the reading, and I hope it resonates, or at least part of it. So definitely let me know down below in the comments how you're doing and what you think of the reading and how it might have helped you in your present situation. And if you're not a current subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so that I can continue to help you guys on your journey through tarot. So I like to say that I like to do my intro and then jump right into the reading so that you guys don't have to listen to a big, long, boring spiel. So let's have a look at your present situation with the first card, and I'll do a deck cut to pull that card. So we have the Four of Cups here. So you'll notice that the imagery is a little bit like non-traditional here. The Four of Cups, you see this main character is going to portray where you are right now. So it could be that you're missing signs from the universe. It's like, you know, the head is down here, but then you've got all these characters up here trying to draw your attention, like, hey, over here, universe calling, hey, it's your spirit guides. So you could definitely be missing signs because you're either daydreaming about like why things aren't turning out for you, or you know, just caught up in your day-to-day routine. So are you taking time out to connect the dots? Are you connecting the dots? It's really important. And why are you doing this? So let's pull a second card, because this is going to have a look at the cause of conflict. So you've got the King of Swords. All right, this is really interesting. So the King of Swords, this is like your typical really smart businessman, you know, really looks at the cause and effect of things, but can kind of leave emotion out of things. So you guys could be feeling a little bit distanced, yes, from your heart. You know, something could have happened where you closed down a little bit. You're not feeling so in touch with your softer side. But by blocking things, like by blocking one thing, you can tend to block out other things. So be very careful what line you're walking so that you can still allow the good to come in. So you could be blocking out something. Maybe you went through a breakup or you lost a job or something like that. So you're trying to disconnect yourself emotionally, but it's not always easy to just disconnect one part of your life without disconnecting all of it. So even if you were hurt, you guys, try not to withdraw 100%, so you can still allow in what is working for you and what needs to happen so you can take the next positive step on your journey. So the next card we're going to look at is changes needed in order to face your challenges. So we've got the Princess of Wands here. So the Princess of Wands, she comes in, you know, after the Ten of Wands, you know, and the Ten of Wands is carrying a really difficult burden across the finish line. So it does look like you're going to be inspired here. So you do have to look for your inspiration. It's like when the skies are all gray and cloudy and you're kind of looking for that crack in the clouds so that sunlight can stream in. This is where you are right now. You're going to have to let in a little crack of light so that you can start to blossom, even if it's been under duress or a heavy burden. You know, things might not have necessarily been going your way, but the Princess of Wands is saying, you know, there is going to be a silver lining. Like, keep in mind that everything does happen for a reason, and if you don't believe it, just keep on telling yourself that, or write it out until you do believe it, until that next good thing does start to happen, until it really manifests into your life. So let's have a look at your strengths here, guys. So this is really fascinating too. You've got the Prince of Wands. So now you have the Prince and Princess. So you really, like, this looks this guy, he looks like really battle worn, and he always kind of reminds me of Bruce Lee in that movie. Is it The Crow, The Raven? To have that sort of sustainability and that belief in yourself to continue going on. And you may wish to look up spirit animal raven while you're at it, because ravens have a particular meaning, and it does go by, you know, seeing 1 or 2 or 3. So definitely have a look at that, especially if you've been seeing them in your day-to-day life. They could be sending you messages that are not quite reaching you because you're so absorbed in something else that is going on. So if you're seeing things repeatedly, it's not a coincidence. So you're definitely being called on to use your strengths of intuition, of clairvoyance if you have it. Let your guard down a little bit, you guys, so that you can start to move forward again, because you're going to start to feel inspired sooner or later. So you definitely want to be able to get up, and even if it took everything off of you, and for some of you it could have like literally taken the shirt off your back, because like maybe you went through a really tough financial time, but just keep on going, because that's where your strength is going to be. And your strength is going to lie in looking for those small coincidences. Like if you hear something on the news that like triggers you, that, oh, okay, well that really makes sense. Like start pulling the thread and keep on following it. Hold on for a sec. Ugh, I had a hair stuck in my lipstick. It was so annoying. So let's have a look at any other challenges, guys. So we've got the Sun card. So, I mean, like I was saying before, you want to let the sun shine in, you know? So it's like the sun has been trying to shine in upon you. But again, there's something going on in your life. Like, what wall do you have up? Like, what boundary do you have in place? And is there any way that you can bring it down a little bit? Because, you know, once the drawbridge is up, if you look at those castles, you know, and they pull the drawbridge all the way up, it's impenetrable. And I'm thinking there's like a real impenetrable force around you guys that needs to be relaxed a little, because it's not just deflecting the thing that you don't want to allow in anymore. It's really deflecting like all the good stuff that needs to come in, like the sun and your opportunity for new growth. And you know, you're going to have to give yourself the opportunity to move forward and follow the signs. And I really do believe that many of you are seeing things like angel numbers, or you're hearing things and it's not quite registering because you're still like, you're either sad or angry or hurt or something. But the universe has something bigger and better for you, but you need to be able to open your eyes and see it. And maybe you're having recurring dreams, you know, and there's such a thing as a dream dictionary. And if you have a really bright, vivid dream, maybe look it up, because it's not, if you remember your dream, if it's like so amplified that you keep on remembering it throughout the day, it's not a dream anymore, it's a message. So check that out. And your outcome here, guys. So you've got the 5 of Wands. So this is kind of a tricky card to end your reading off with. This is the last card in the spread. So your outcome is that you might feel like it's not divine and perfect timing, but this card, it asks you to continue going on, like in silence, like just to keep on, maybe just don't tell anybody else in the world your plans right now, and keep on going and developing. And like, you know, if you're in a hermit mode right now or a dark night of the soul, that's fine, but just keep on making progress towards the light, towards the sun, and just keep your plans to yourself. And that's basically what the 5 of Wands is saying. This is a time to work on things for yourself and work on your divine and perfect timing, and develop your connection to the spiritual realm so that they can strengthen you, because they really want to be here for you. And for, you know, those of you that are religious people, I mean, this like really resembles like sort of a Christ emblem. So, you know, you're being called here to get really in touch with your spiritual guides. And if you're really not like a deeply religious person, you know, Jesus is also an ascended master. So, you know, there's somebody trying to reach you with the message, and they could be bringing a message in from one of your ancestors across the veil. So I really want you to take some time to develop that, and listen to what the universe is saying to you, and follow those angel messages and your dreams and, you know, the codes that are being sent to you. Like, drop your guard a little bit, you know, and step out into the sun and feel the warmth of the sun and allow it to warm you up so that you can really hear these things and know that this is a time for you to develop yourself. And then maybe in a few months you'll feel really ready to step back out into the world again, right? So pretty interesting reading for you guys, and I hope it was helpful in some way so that you can take the next steps in your life and like really develop your strength where you are right now. So guys, take care of yourselves. Bye for now. Bye.